Hello, my name is Dr. Teresa Michael. I am the Director for Youth for Human Rights International and United for Human Rights International. We are based in Hollywood, USA, and our work is to make Youth for Human Rights and the whole world human right friendly. Today with me, I have Miss Ritu Jain, and we are going to be knowing all about Mrs. Ritu Jain, who is doing such fantastic work in the field of wellness. So, Ritu, please introduce yourself to us.
Thank you so much for a wonderful introduction, first of all. And I'm Ritu Jain. I'm a mother of twins based in Bangalore, India. And I'm working with parents globally for their children who are dealing with any kind of delays, autism, ADHD, or any kind of detoxification needed for their well-being.
And tell us more about your journey as to why did you decide to make wellness a part of your life and making people's lives so much more better.
So my journey begins with my son. When he was just 9 months old, he got MMR vaccine injured, and due to that, his speech never came, and he got inflamed because of the mumps, and lots of health issues arised. And later on, at the age of 17, 18 months, he was diagnosed with autism. That was a very challenging time for me, and still I'm having goosebumps whenever I dig down my memory lanes. So that was a very tough period of my life, because at that time I was not aware of what is autism, the A of autism. So everybody said that your child will be neurodiverse and stuff like that. So I said, okay, let me check what I can do for my son, because my twins were born after my 5 miscarriages.
Oh
So
my,
they were like, these are the blessed children in my life. So honestly, I started my religion journey, where I simply follow my Jainism. I follow the strict diet of Jainism. And yes, within 8 months, without anybody's support, only support of my parents, family, and my angels. With their guidance, within 8 months, I recovered my child with any kind of the tag he got received from doctors, so-called tag of autism. And
true.
since that time, I am like, I can say it is a guiding light for myself. And since then, there is no looking back, and I am trying to reach maximum parents worldwide where they are dealing with any kind of different tags for their child, and they're not enjoying their child's childhood. They are not able to nurture. Oh, sorry. So they are having issues in their marital life because of the special need child. So I'm trying my level best to guide them in a right direction, that tag doesn't matter. All you need to enjoy your child's life fullest, polish their skills. Don't try to rectify them. Don't try to always run behind to correct them, because God gave them in a perfect way they should be. So don't try to mend them the way society want. Let them enjoy their life. Don't tag them with different tags, because according to me, 95% women are having ADHD, but we never ever fall under that trap. We are doing our best. And same as with the kids, they are not autistic, they are super blessed, they have their superpowers. All we need to polish them properly. So
True.
this is my journey.
And tell me one thing, as a mother, do you think that this message is really important that the minute we give birth, we are responsible for our child forever? You know, the
Yes, as soon
well-being of our child, we are the first therapist, we are the first friends, we are the first companions. We are the people who can heal them because we feel them.
Yes,
I have seen a lot of people unable to understand this because they have jobs.
of course.
So we want mothers to get back a good motherhood, and companies also must support the lady who's going to be bearing a child so that the future is in their hands. They will get better employees, they will get better off everything. The world does not end in 3 months because maternity leave is given only for 1.5 months. Then the lady is taking her work home. There's so much more that when you conceive. So let's begin with conception. What do you think, according to your Jainism principles, is what we begin to do at the time you come to know, yeah, I'm pregnant, I'm carrying?
So first of all, before conception, a couple should be prepared mentally, right? Financially, physically will come second. But mentally, they should prepare that yes, we are ready to nurture our new life in our life. So as soon as mother is like conception happened, don't try to tag this is boy or this is girl. First of all, this is the biggest blunder we are doing as a would be parents, because here we are actually playing with the God's decision or their life, their DNA. Because normally every couple wants their first child should be boy.
True.
So, and if it is girl, what we are trying to talk in a boyish manner that my beta, my son, and things like that. So you are actually disrespecting the God, and
True.
you are playing with the child's DNA. And when you got a beautiful angel in form of girl, few parents disappointed family members. Of course, they are the one who disappointed the
Most.
more. So that is again there from their mother and father both. Sometimes they feel that oh, beti ho gayi. That is a biggest blunder we are doing in our life. And then again we are not giving proper care. So mind it, it's your child. Society is not responsible, they will not going to raise your child. So respect your child, respect the God's decision that whether it is girl or boy, they should be healthy, they
True.
should be blessed. So, and afterwards, they should take care of their child, because maximum time and this digital words, my God, parenting is something we should not fall under, because digital word may, oh my God, 3-year-old child is able to read. They are writing so well. So what we are doing, we are pushing our child. You also do this. You also do this.
True.
So in our parenting, when we were young, हमारे time में तो there was no social media, there was no, actually nobody talks about parenting, to be honest. What
True.
we have seen in our grandparents, in our parents, we are following those. Our parents did the same. But yes, they were conscious, they never hit us, they never raise us like you are girl, you are boy. But yes, they are not forcing us become this, you have to do this, you have to be like this. So that understanding that liberal, like every parent should be liberal enough to
True.
raise their child in a proper manner. Don't run behind. Oh my God, मेरा बच्चा, इनका बेटा तो skating भी कर रहा है 5 साल में. They are very good swimmer. They are doing so well in karate. All you are nurturing a human being. You are not training any robot where you will do the thing whatever you will ask.
True.
So don't run behind every parent. So don't fall under the trap of parenting initially first 3 years. आंख कान बंद करके अपने बच्चे को enjoy करो. जो बच्चा कर रहा है, simply cherish those moments. Because
True.
I did the same, and I'm till date I'm feeling blessed that I have never followed any social media on YouTube to know about what is autism. Though I read lots of books, and my conclusion was that yes, the child is vaccine injured. We need to detox because child is inflamed, the gut is damaged, the child is having brain fog. Because of that, there is a issue, the child is not able to respond. And because of moms, because maximum kids who are having autism, in my personal experience, I have seen more than 70% cases are vaccine injured. So you need to work on inflammation part. So as soon as your child is happy, healthy, he's not constipated, there is no cold cough, there is no IBS, then you can definitely work on the training part, right? And yes, you need to work. Every parent should learn from the scratch. Don't give your tiny tots in the therapist's hand. It is my personal experience, because once we also took my son to the therapies, and they start showing the flashcard and immediately say potato, potato, and he was screaming because we were not there. The size of room was very small and there was no proper light, and he was sitting with a stranger, non-verbal. So of course the child will be in a freezed mode and a fight mode. So only once we took him, and then I said, I am done. If he's not talk, I will manage. Whole life I will manage. But I can't see my child crying like this.
True.
And now, so he's a chatterbox. Nobody can compete with him.
And he says
So,
all the words absolutely correctly.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like he can have a good debate with you if you wish.
Oh,
And
that's
he will
interesting.
answer, like he will question few things, particularly few things. Like when he was just 2.5 year old, he asked me, Mama, where are birds living? I said, see, there are holes in our building, they live. Oh, okay. They don't have washrooms, that's why they are shitting in our balcony and or our mirror. I said, my God, I never thought in this way that they don't have washrooms in their home.
True.
So I worked on his cognitive skills, and by God's grace, he picked up very, very fast.
That's really
So children should learn to explore. And second thing was, when he was just 2.8, he said, Mama, deers are Bengalis. I said, how? Mama,
hmm.
Bengalis eat fish. Deer also eat fish. I said, I said, good. You didn't speak like for spoke only for 8 months. And that was my roller coaster ride in my life. Like what I did mistake. And you gave me a new path, new vision to see the world, to support the parents.
I think
So I,
it's all about delayed learning. No, because
yes,
sometimes even when I'm taking a dance class or I'm taking a singing class or any class, I always notice that there are children who will just want to say nothing, do nothing. But if you notice, they will not even blink their eyes. That means they are the people who want to observe and then do.
yes,
Now, I have two children myself. My son is an observer. So he'll observe the sea for 3 days. And on the third day, without asking for permission, he will want to go into the beach by himself and he'll want to, play with the water. But for 3 days, I was thinking, oh my God, he's so worried. Where is my daughter? She sees the sea and she's ready to drown the whole, she can drown the whole Titanic ship with it. So, this is very important for teachers, parents to know that, whatever is given, give that child some time to get acquainted to what we are giving him. Parents also today, they will want to give them gifts and they want that child to, begin to explore, and the child is scared. Sometimes they're giving them bears and the child is like scared, and people around it find it funny.
yes,
But we are not realizing, these are the things which are scaring our child, because every child's fear is different. Not all children are scared of the booth. Half the children don't even know what is bhoot or what is ghost. So,
True.
unknown fear, known fear, the only person who can understand and stand by is the mother or the father.
Parents. Yes. True. 100% right.
And
Because
I'm
they
so
can,
happy,
parents are observing.
after such a long time, I'm getting to meet a mother who has given up everything. You've given up the best of best opportunities, and that is the time where, I'm sorry, people get better opportunities, best promotions. Women are like, getting everything in double. And that is the time we, take that decision. No, we are going to be investing in our child.
Yes. That is required. Initially, 100 days are very crucial days of children. And at that time, if the bridge of trust built, then there is no looking back. But unfortunately, parents are not empowered, not aware what to do. They rush to different people and they are money makers, unfortunately. Not
So
everyone, but yes, maximum time they are money makers.
tell me, you're also into making money. I'm also into making money. Okay, but I think we can make a consensus between the two of us also that
Yes,
the wealth is in our kids.
100%. I firmly believe in this.
They are your everything which is going to help you multiply in terms of whether it is business, core values, family, or whether it is success. The more you invest in your child, the more your motherhood becomes, a kind of a wealth house. You become a wealthy house. We have to, retain the wealth within the family. And this is something, Ritu, I wanted to talk about because you are that one woman who has given something like around 50 lakhs. Beta, jao kuch karo zindagi mein. Right? So, when you got that opportunity for motherhood, tell me, isn't it much more better to stay wealthy? When I say wealthy, I mean WELLTHY. Automatically, the word becomes WEALTHY. And this is what I want mothers to, have an open mindset. You're not a loser, you're going to
Your
pick.
voice is stopped. I'm not able to hear you.
Oh,
Yes, now I'm able to hear you.
okay. So I'm not a loser, I'm a winner. Motherhood is that phase of life which takes you into the core wealth realms.
True that. And my personal experience, I never hire any nanny, any caretaker. From the day one, I bring them in home. I told my mother, I told my husband, don't you dare enter in my room in midnight. If I scream, then also please don't support me because I really wish to raise my twins single handed, and they slept together, they did everything together, and their bonding is superb, touch wood, and they are very much attached. And now proudly I can say I raised my children, I raised my twins single handedly without anybody's support, especially a house help or a nanny. We normally every household are having nowadays, but I
True.
simply enjoyed their every moment of their childhood.
That's so nice. So that is one good parental advice is you got to enjoy the childhood with them. That is all about motherhood. You also would I would like you to talk about the kind of vaccinations that we are giving our children. So, what is the kind advice that you give to all parents? because we take the vaccination like a timetable and we follow it. We follow all the instructions for our children, and something goes wrong. And I have not seen too many. I do not know what is the medical consensus, but I know few children who died because of these vaccines. So,
That's
luckily, your child was a survivor.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. That's why I always said my angels are always there to guide me.
so, how do you connect with the angels? I want mothers to know that, we are surrounded by angels. Don't worry. You don't need to, immediately start panicking because something has happened. Because we panic, no, the child panics.
Yes, yes, that's true. So first we'll talk about vaccines. So yes, like my child is my responsibility, right? It's not doctor's responsibility first. If something happened, my child become adult, then they will ask, Mama, why did you put that injection if you know these are the ingredients in that? To whom you want to satisfy? But doctors perspective, doctors always said, bring your child, get these vaccines done. So even I asked my doctor why these vaccines are required, because now we are having a good lifestyles, we are aware of what should we eat, sanitization is good, everything is so good. Previously, if we say 40, 50 years down the line, there were no sanitization, proper sanitization, eating habits were somehow they are not washing their hands and all. But now we are very much aware. Wow, what is the need of? And please tell me the meaning of this ingredient. I am clueless. So they start babbling, they start seeing here, there. They
True.
are not able to answer. So if they are not able to answer, how we can give answer to our child who slipped into autism or ADHD or any kind of learning disability? So before vaccinating your child, it's a parent's call. I will not say don't vaccinate your child. It's absolutely parent's call. But before anything, please read the ingredients. Please check what is the meaning of those ingredients. And if you are satisfied, if your doctor, pediatrician is able to satisfy your questions, then only inject.
And never go to
It's
a doctor who cannot give you answers.
Yes, because they have studied this. So it is our right, first of all, it is our right to know what is this in this vaccine and why it is required. If we'll
Ritu,
say,
one more important thing I want to ask is, see, when we also get pregnant, now immediately the doctor will put us on some kind of medication. Whether we are normal or whether we are showing any signs or symptoms, and they begin to say, like, these are the tablets. Like you, I do not follow taking medication
great,
till and unless I feel that my body is not able to tolerate. But 3 days
yes,
gives me an ample amount of time. Do I need additional help or no? But when I used to go to these maternal visits and all that, she was more excited to give us just prescribe the medicines. She didn't feel our pulse. She didn't feel our, some part of your body. If you feel, you come to know whether the temperature is high or low or anything. The doctors have become so much more mechanical that just by the look on your face, they will start
yeah,
prescribing and they will insist that you buy the medicines, come back and show it to me. You buy the medicines from this store, come back and show it to me. I want to meet you again after 15 days only. So, what happens between the 1 and the 15 days? She's not going to meet you to know
correct.
anything. Whether that medication is giving you acidity or whether it's giving you a bad gut problem. And the poor baby, I don't know what it's tasting instead of food. So that medication also affects, no?
True, 100% true. And every medicine doesn't suit everyone. Every body is different. So please, and specifically when you're talking about that particularly chemist shop, you need to buy this medicine. Only there you will get. So again, that is again, they are businessmen there. Doctors are actually businessmen and good businessmen, because from there they will get the commission, and that particular medicine you will never ever get anywhere. I really don't know why they are not giving you the salt name. Buy it from where you want. Why they are giving the medicine name? Give the salt name if you are doing so perfect work.
Correct.
So
And I
yes,
was
it's
prescribed a lot of iron.
oh okay.
And when I saw my test, I normally am anemic. But like we say, by the grace of the angels, which is going to be my next topic,
Yeah.
because of the angels, I don't know what, all my medical reports used to look absolutely normal. So I did not take the iron medication, but another friend of mine, she took a lot of iron tablets.
And there is again a big myth. You cannot consume only iron. It will not sustain in your body until and unless you will not support it with vitamin C. That doctor will never prescribe that with iron, have vitamin C rich fruits. They will never prescribe because that is not their job.
So, because she took all the iron tablets, the doctor forgot to tell her when she's supposed to stop it.
Oh my God.
So, our lady, I mean, even my parents were like that, अगर डॉक्टर ने बोला 3 टैबलेट तो 3 टैबलेट. For me, I used to look at the dustbin and want to throw it. But, and like I said, I believe in angels, and I would recommend people to believe in angels because I have seen the problem my parents also faced. The overuse of those medication because the doctor does not tell them when to stop, and because of that overuse they all developed gallbladder stones, so which calls in for another surgery. And by the time they can detect that this pain is because of stones, we are thinking the pain is because of the delivery.
Oh my
For us also to understand, no, we think post delivery problem hai. But now we're going to be talking for the next 7 minutes about angels, because the angels are the ones who gave me good answers where no doctors, no mother, no father, nobody
God.
could give, and that is the thing which helped me. I'm not just the one who's campaigning for angels. The minute I heard that you're also driven by angels, I think it is very legitimate for us to talk about angels. So tell
Yeah.
me, how did you get your introduction to the angels first time?
Okay. So it was in 2006 when my nephew born, and his name is Garvit. So I don't know. I start calling him Gabriel, Gabriel. I never heard about him, and I never saw, like, at that time 2005 internet was also not very familiar. I don't know why, how that pronunciation started Gabriel. So since that I start connecting, and then I realize what I'm talking about. Then I start searching in libraries, honestly, in Delhi library. So there I found few books about angels, and from there the journey start. So everywhere I start seeing the numbers, everywhere feathers and butterflies. So like, I mean, awesome. The color combination. My God, those were amazing one.
Hmm.
Were amazing. So that time I was confused. So on the boxes of anything and everything, like every box I start seeing the different numbers and all. I said, there is something, there is something. And sometimes I start feeling the cold. All of a sudden, I'm feeling shivery and all. That time, I was not aware of what exactly it is. Sometimes I feel aroma also. All
Correct.
of a sudden, beautiful aroma. So that is, since that time I start connecting with, and I start believing, I start studying, reading that we all are born with two angels, and they will never interfere in our path. They will always support, and if we call them, they are always there to support us. And
True.
I have seen several times before marriage also, whenever I call, because I was not aware of many names, so I simply call, please help my angels, please help me in this situation. And I start seeing the results which were simply impossible.
True.
And I had miscarriages. First time when I was pregnant, I was pregnant with my twins. First pregnancy was twin only. And all of a sudden, after third month, I had miscarriages. So I told my God, you have taken my two kids. I will take back my two kids. So that then again, miscarriages. Every time I had miscarriage, I always said, okay, God has taken two. So mistakenly gave me one, but next time he will give me two. Otherwise, I will definitely snatch my two. So I don't know. I had back to back five miscarriages in between. And then again with IVF, doctor told me, yes, we can try for twins, but it might be a risky pregnancy. I said, don't worry. My angels are there for me. They will help me to carry those babies. But yes, my first pregnancy, natural pregnancy was twins. So I wish I become, and I deserve to become a twin mother. So yes, I, with the support of angels, I literally fight with God.
That's really very nice. And knowing you, Ritu, the work that you are doing, I think we need to, let the world know what a communication like this, a conversation like this can, reach out to those mothers who are truly in need. Today
Yes.
it's very difficult. Who is going to be giving you the right answer? And coming to know that people like you and me, with our kind of experience, we can help more mothers to know. Because sometimes people don't understand uh, how to identify that there's an angel around you. It
Yes.
took
True
us a
that.
long time also, right, to
Of
understand
course. Of course.
that this is an angel, and we never studied this in the Harvard University or any other university. I don't know which is the university that talks about, there are angels around you. People will think that, you need to be in a mental asylum. So
Seriously.
we want to proceed with more conversations about coming to know about more about angels, how you have used aromatherapy to help children suffering from autistic and ADHD and whatever could be their problems, with about 5 to 6 essential oils. So all these things we will want to put it up in a series of wellness, so that people come to know through our channel, through our broadcasting, that we are here to make the world human right friendly, where we believe that each human is born free and equal, that there
That's
is going to be no discrimination, that we all have a right to live, and that we all need to, build a community where we can get together, share our experiences with each other. Because I was actually going to be, discarding the entire concept of motherhood, because we come from a joint family. So having so many nieces and nephews and the house always full, I was like, no, there's no space for more. So I was happy not to have any children of my own, till my mother said, you are going to have, no matter what, your children are your children. And that was like her ground rule. And then when mothers get into that, Devi kind of a thing, God knows what happens. Even the Lord above shakes. So my experience starts from the last wish of my mom, became the first wish of the minute she passed away, is something which I want to share with all the mothers. And we must not take our mothers for granted.
Yes,
Whatever
we
they
should not.
say, the blessings that they give, and the same culture if we put into our children, we are co-creating a beautiful world, a better world. So thank you, Ritu Jain. Thank you for enlightening us. We want to see more of you. We want to hear more of you. And we want more mothers to sit back and do more work, because there is a lot we can do to do good with all our family support. And we are a family. I believe in that. We are
And
connected,
I
and that's how we connected. So, Ritu, welcome to the family, and I do hope all mothers do join us. Thank you so much for spending all your time with us. God
thank
bless
you.
you, and angels be upon you everywhere you go, from the time you enter, from the time you leave, from the time you wake up till the time you sleep. You will be seeing
Yeah.
your first angel today. Flap, flap.
Thank you. Bye.